million hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
And good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Let me turn off this here because I'm not John. This is meteorologist Heather Kay, and it is noon, and it is time for your daily hail forecast. Now, before we get going, we got to thank our sponsors. We have the C3 Group as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thanks, guys, for sponsoring this video as well as all of our videos. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out these companies. They have some, they're really cool. But yes, before we get going to the forecast, we have been going on this little highway to hail tour. This is sponsored by the company Cam. The next spot that we're going to be visiting is Austin on April 9th. So that's like less than a week away. And we do have some other cities after that. So if you're in these regions, make sure you come and check us out to see how we can help you and your business. So, and if you haven't already figured this out, we have kind of updated our website. It looks a little bit different. So if you're having some issues, make sure you call us and we can set up some training for you so you know how to maneuver around the site. And so let's get to the forecast for today. It's been relatively quiet, no hail for the last 2 or 3 days, but today that changes. It's not a very big hail event. It's going to be very isolated in nature, but it's going to be possible. And the storms are going to start in the north part of the panhandle of Texas, around like 5 or so. I'm thinking up to isolated tennis ball size hail is possible. And again, these storms are going to be, it looks very few and far between. There are some limited things such as moisture. There is a cap in place, so it's not going to be a huge event, but the chances are there. And then as we get later on into the evening, those storms will start to move on to the east. So Woodward, you have still a 10% chance to see up to tennis ball size hail, but you can see the chances start to drop off relatively quickly from Oklahoma City to Tulsa all the way to Little Rock. The chances are there for maybe up to $half size hail. Just the atmosphere is just all the ingredients aren't coming together like a really good hail event. But again, the chances are there. So make sure you stay tuned for any storms that do develop. So the best city that I picked for today is Pampa, Texas. Not the largest city on the planet, but it's populated. So the largest hail size I'm thinking is again up to 2.5 inch hail. The chance of hail again is about 20%, and I'm thinking only about 5% chance for now, just because the storms look to be, if they happen, very isolated in nature. So right now I'm just keeping a 3-star at 5%. So, but hey, you never know. Mother Nature always has some tricks up her sleeve. We're always on our toes here at the Hail Pal. So here is the future radar. This is the HRRR model. You can see we're going to be quiet until about 5 or 6 in the evening. The storms will again develop in the northern part of the Texas Panhandle and then develop and move on to the east. But as you can see, as we get into the overnight hours, those storms will start to fall apart. So it's again not the best scenario for hail. But hey, if you're in the Texas Panhandle, western Oklahoma, those are the best areas where the hail will happen. Now, as we get into tomorrow, this system will, of course, move on to the east. And this is what I'm thinking right now. Again, this isn't the best case scenario. The instability and just where the moisture is just not all. I guess what I've been seeing isn't all matching up, but the chances again are still there. So up to golf ball size hail for the strongest storms, but as we get throughout the day, it looks this doesn't look very impressive. But again, Mother Nature always full of surprises. So as we get into tomorrow morning and afternoon, you can see it's a lot of convection. I'm not really seeing a whole lot in the way of really strong supercell activity. Again, any storms that do develop can drop up to golf ball size hail, especially early. And I think as this activity starts to move on to the east, it will become less likely of a hail threat. But again, Mother Nature, you just never know, right? Okay, so let's get into the next 5 days. This is all brought to you by the C3 Group as well as the Merlin Law Group. Thanks again for sponsoring all of this. This is the next 5 days. So today we have the best chance of hail. 3-star chance is about 2, maybe 5% at the highest, up to tennis ball size hail for any of those isolated storms that do develop. Again, this is going to be an isolated storm day. It's not a multiple storm everywhere day. But because there are like cities such as Pampa and some smaller chances for hail, for like Oklahoma City, for example, and Tulsa, we're keeping the population at moderate for now. And then that system moves on to the east tomorrow. Again, we have some more populated areas tomorrow, so the chances, I think, of seeing a 3-star, if we get large enough hail, is going to be, I said it, at 5. Again, golf ball size, and then moderate. And then Friday, I am including in this as well, up to golf ball size hail. I'll get to where that's going to be in just a second. And then Saturday and Sunday, it's not real. There are a lot of uncertainties with the models right now. One that I'm looking at, like the GFS, there's some possibilities of severe hail, but it's kind of up in the air right now. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. So let's take a look at this a little bit more carefully. Thursday, which is tomorrow, this is what we're thinking. We're the area that we're going to be watching for hail. And then on Friday, it looks like there's going to be some possibility of hail in the western part of Texas. And then again, as we get into the weekend, I think there's going to be something possible, but the areas of where it's going to be and how bad and all that fun stuff is a little bit up in the air. And unfortunately, I didn't take off the Friday, so it's all messed up. But you guys get the idea. Saturday and Sunday are going to be, as we get into tomorrow and especially into Friday, we'll start to see a better idea of what may happen for the weekend. So make sure you stay tuned. So the last thing, of course, is the upper air. This is way up into the atmosphere. This is the little system that we're watching for today, and that will move on to the east and will continue to bring that chance for severe weather into the southeast. And as we get into Friday, that will start to move off the coast, and another little disturbance will bring that chance for hail in western Texas. And then as we get into the weekend, things start to get interesting. There's going to be a few disturbances that we'll start to keep an eye on. And again, it's still a little bit up in the air. We'll keep you updated, of course, here at the Hail Palace. As always, 24/7. We never sleep. Okay, fine, that's a lie, we do. We try to sleep. I mean, come on. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys for today. Make sure you set us first on our Facebook page so you don't miss anything. All you need to do is go to the Hail Trace Facebook page, click on follow, set see first so you don't miss anything. It's April, you guys. We're getting into the peak months of hail season. You don't want to miss anything. And if you have any questions about what we do here at Hail Trace, any way we can help you out, whether it's marketing, hail maps, anything at all, give us a call at 855-334-4245. You can email us at info@hailtrace.com. Check out our website at hailtrace.com and follow us on Instagram. We're trying to do more Instagram posts. So yeah, Facebook, Instagram, all these ways you can contact us. Don't be afraid. We do not bite, I promise. Okay, that is all that I have for you today. I am meteorologist Heather Kay, and I hope you all have a great rest of your hump day.